I've just recently got into some hobbies that I had growing up that I stopped having those hobbies due to, I was too busy to really take part. Too busy, cost too much money, whatever it was. I would have excuses why. But I started getting back into them. So, one of those being big crane out there. One of those being shooting, hunting, fishing, just a lot of outdoor stuff. So that's kind of what we're doing this morning. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. I've been driving about 45 minutes to an hour to get up here to the gun range. But the world doesn't stop. So, like last night, I was getting phone calls till midnight about work. So, got up at 5 o'clock, got ready, got some food, and then now we're heading up to the gun range. I'm thinking it really depends on how the day goes. I may get to the gun range, I may shoot a little bit, maybe make a video, or maybe get some content for a video or two, and then I may go around back and do some fishing. I may go around back and try to do some squirrel hunting. Really just depends. We haven't had rain in a long time, so may not be fishing. That may be bad. I may go out and take a gander at some of the stripper pits, see what the water level is like there. Just drove. There's a kind of a marshy land here, so I just drove over some of it, and there was like almost no water. So fishing may be out of the question, but we'll maybe take a look. So yeah, that's kind of the first step, is just get up and go, right? So even though I may have not had the greatest night's sleep, still we got up. The wife got up and went to work early, so I got up right after she left. She woke me up when she left, and now we're out and about. So it should be a pretty good day. It's 64 degrees right now. I think it's supposed to get up in 80s or 90s. It's kind of unfortunate because it should be fall right now. We're getting pretty close to it, but we'll see. So yeah, we'll get up here. We'll see about doing some shooting, and then we'll see where we go from there. We went to the range. There was quite a few people there. A lot of people were sighting in some of their guns, getting ready for deer season. That's going to be coming up. So there's quite a bit of people out there today, and I just happened to be at the 50-yard line, and there was two different couples there sighting in some guns. I'm assuming in preparation for the hunting season coming in, but they had some younger kids there who hadn't necessarily been around a whole lot of guns. So it was kind of funny having them around, and then with the AR I have, and with the muzzle brake, you're not used to it, and you're standing kind of horizontally around you, then some of that gas and the noise is pretty excessive. So I think I might get a can for it, but the moral of the story is that, or the point of the story here, you guys weren't really ready for the noise that was coming out of the background. Kind of startled some people.
Can I get you to give me an eyeball real quick?
You see what's down there?
Yeah. I don't know where I'm hitting. I'm trying to set this scope right.
I'm seeing above.
I'm going above it, I know that, but I don't know if I'm left or right. I don't know how far down I need to be going.
What's your zoom on that?
It is a 32. I'm sorry. It's a 3x9.
Alright.
Yeah, 3x9.
This is a 3.5, and I don't see a whole lot in there.
Do you care to spot me real fast? Yeah.
Yeah, that's about what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
But I didn't know if you could tell where it, like if you could see where it's hitting on hand on
This is
paper.
way high and
I
way
can
right.
I can look while you're shooting and see if I can see.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go. Were you shooting at the left one? I was shooting left. Let me go center then. Okay. Center. Way down here. Missed.
The first one looked like
Was
it
it
actually. I couldn't see the second, and the third one I looked over so I didn't see it. But the first one I thought it went below the target.
Hey, look, guys.
But that could have just been a backsplash too.
Bugs buzzing around.
Alright, let me keep
If
playing.
they're reloading, you can walk down there.
Alright.
You're touching red on that one.
Looked like it was, yeah.
While we were at the 50-yard line, I spent most of the time there just helping some of the other guys around me, sighting their scopes. They had just bought new scopes, put them on their gun, and they were pretty far off. So I was helping them spot where the rounds were landing, and then getting them closer dialed in. And once they got on paper to where they can adjust, then helping out some of the other guys around, also sighting their scopes, which to me is perfectly fine. I just enjoy being at the range, whether we're shooting or whatnot, but even helping someone else get their guns dialed in, it's a pretty fun experience. So it was all good. So after we did that for a bit, some other people were coming over to get their guns sighted in. So I decided to go down to the 25-yard with the 22 and just verify accuracy on it. Make sure my red dot that I got is still holding. So that's what we did over there. I enjoy going out and shooting. I enjoy going out and hunting and fishing, just being outdoors. So whenever I go to watch anything on YouTube, typically, I'm wanting to watch the things that I like to do, like to care about. I care about some things I'm interested in. There's a lot of things out on the market. Say like I was talking earlier about my swapping the sights on my rifles. There's a lot of different scopes out there, a lot of different sights, a lot of different things that you can get, and it's helpful to be able to pull up a YouTube video and see either comparisons or see reviews of a certain product, whatever it may be. That's enjoyable for me to watch. Even if it's only in the set period of time, at the time that I'm looking for a scope, I'll watch scope videos. I may not watch scope videos any other time, but at that point in time, I want to watch scope videos. So that's part of why I record videos. It's the content that I want to watch, and I'm already out doing some of it, so why not go ahead and make videos of it, right? So, I would go out, and people that I know, we'll go out squirrel hunting, and whenever we bag some squirrels, we'll send pictures to each other of the scores we got that day, you know, with our guns or with whatever we're using, and then we'll, you know, it'll spark up conversation about the weekend or whatever. So if I'm already going to go out and do the things I enjoy and already be, you know, either whether it's a video or whether it's a picture or whatever, if I'm already making the content, why not just go ahead and post it? And then others out there who may not have, and maybe they're the only one of their friends who enjoys shooting, maybe they're the only one of the friends who enjoy hunting. Even a lot of people who hunt not necessarily want to go squirrel hunting, right? I particularly enjoy it, so why not put some content out there for other people to enjoy if they enjoy it? So that's kind of why I'm doing it. I'm already out there doing it, and I had a camera, so why not? Once we have our video pretty much done and completed, the only thing that we have left to do is upload it to YouTube and then also make a thumbnail. So one of the things that I found, I just Googled, you know, how do you make thumbnails for YouTube, and I found the Adobe website, and it allows you to upload a picture and then to basically clip art or edit that picture to put some stuff on there to where you can make it the right size for YouTube, but also you can add wording to make a title. So I'll go in and I usually just take a screenshot of some segment of my video, and then take that screenshot, upload it to Adobe, and then once I get it uploaded, I make it the correct size for the YouTube thumbnail. They actually already have a standard format for YouTube, so I put it on there, I upload it, I stretch it out to the right size, then I go in and it's time to make a name for the video thumbnail itself. So you actually, a lot of times you'll see videos, they'll have a name of the video, but then also the thumbnail itself will have some wording on it. So I'll go in there and I make some wording for the thumbnail itself. And when I'm doing that, main thing is just kind of making it into what the video is going to be about, but also you have to kind of get the color scheme correct. So one of the color schemes I tend to go to is kind of like the unsubscribe, the blue and the purple. It kind of makes it pop against pretty much any background. With my content, a lot of times there's a lot of green in the background, and there's a lot of green, a lot of gray, a lot of blue. Just from being outside and being around man-made things, you're gonna have like a lot of those grays. From being outside, you're gonna have a lot of blues and a lot of greens. So you need to be able to have some sort of color that makes it stand out and pop. So for here, like you see, I made some blue and some white, and there was already a lot of blue in the background. So I thought maybe I need to get rid of some of that blue and maybe put in maybe some yellow, some other contrasting color. The background's already kind of dark here on the actual video editor itself, so can't really make it too dark. So you need to make it kind of bright. But like I said, there's a lot of blues in there, so I'll grab some yellow maybe, and it kind of makes it pop out a little bit. So we'll go with that. And then once you get to where you like it, you can kind of save it, and then or download it rather. You just download the. I mean, you're making this online, so you just go to download, and whenever you go to download, YouTube thumbnails requires a certain file size to be able to upload. So I found that there's a whenever you download it, you can download different options. You can download to try to make it the most pristine picture. You can download it for small file sizes, and that's actually the one that's like kind of the best for YouTube thumbnails anyway, because they're already going to be a kind of a small picture, so they don't need to be the greatest quality, but they have to be able to. You have to be able to meet the standard for uploading a picture, right? You can't upload super good quality picture because it's too high of a megabyte. So you just grab the one that says best for small file sizes, and that typically I never had a problem with it, so I just do that. Then it saves it to your downloads. So then I'll just grab that from my download folder whenever I go to upload the video. Easy peasy. So hope you guys enjoyed it. This is just basically behind the scenes of how I go about and make my videos. So I hope you guys, like I said, enjoyed it. If you did, let me know. Until next time.